Hello everybody, Corancer55 here, back again with another video, this time a new type of video on an update for Six Flags Over Texas. This is an update of two main things I saw / heard when I went to the park on June 17th, 18th, and 19th of last week, at least at the time of this recording. Also ignore the noise in the background, sorry, just can't do anything about it. I don't know why, but my mic's messed up, so but let's get on to the video. So first thing I do want to talk about is the couple rides that were closed or having problems. The first one, I was not able to ride Runaway Mountain. It was down like the entire time we were there, Monday through Wednesday, where it went open, closed, and just never, the timing didn't line up. The other ride that obviously was down was Harley Quinn. I don't know what's wrong with it, but they have trucks over there, everything, they're working on it, so something pretty big. So hopefully that will open up later this summer. One ride I do want to talk about is New Texas Giant. That ride did seem to go down a couple times, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday. It kept going down, but they were able to get the ride up and running and opening. So that's interesting. Hopefully it's not a major problem brewing with that ride. Alright, so let's move on to the one of the main topics, one of two, and that is on Mr. Freeze. While at the park, I did notice that the ride seems to be running a little bit slow, at least on the left side. When I first went there on Monday, the first ride we had, I noticed that the ride felt like it was going to roll back and get stuck. And it just felt very slow. You got that feeling. And as we were there more and more, and I kept looking, I noticed that the left side was slower than the right side, only in one part, and that was the inverted top hat on the way back. While observing the ride on the last day on Wednesday, I did notice that the left side train doesn't go all the way up the spike compared to the right train. Here I got two images here, and although it is hard to tell, but you could clearly see left side is just a bit lower down. And the reason why I bring this up is because I feel that this could be a problem in the future, such as a rollback, which could shut the ride down temporarily for say a month or so. Looking at this problem, I feel like it's something to do with the magnet itself on the front train, because when I was watching the ride, once the train started to go up the launch area, I noticed that it kind of struggled once the front car was the only thing being lifted up or shot up, whatever you want to call it. And because it almost like stopped and then kept going and then finally went down like it's supposed to. And you can kind of notice the difference when you're riding, especially going through the inverted top hat for the final time. So what I could see is if they do find this problem, they might take the left side train, work on it. I don't know exactly what they would do to improve it. If it is the magnets, maybe change them out, I don't know. But that was something I did notice and I did want to talk about just a little bit. And so now we go on to the final thing I wanted to talk about, and probably the reason why most of you guys are here anyways, and that is the 2020 ride for Six Flags Over Texas, or should I say roller coaster / water ride. So it was actually my mom who got some of this news, but while we were in line for the Justice League ride, apparently my mom was talking to a Six Flags person, don't know exactly what, but I do know that they were talking about Aquaman. And apparently the Six Flags worker talked about how Aquaman is getting taken down, it's getting demolished or whatever, which most of you guys should know by now. It's obviously closed in the middle of summer. That's definitely not normal for a water ride. But he talked about how there's going to be a new ride that will be replacing it. And this new ride, the way the operator described it, is like Mr. Freeze, but in the water. That's basically what he said, a little different. And I immediately, when my mom was telling me this, I immediately thought about the Mac Power Splash, I believe it is. It's a roller coaster that launches back and forth and then drops in the water. There is one ride currently out in Wallaby, Belgium, and I believe it's called Pulsar. And it looks like a very fun ride. I mean, it launches you back and forth, got 2 vertical spikes. It does look like a very solid ride. I believe it is counted as a roller coaster. I can't see how it's not. I think it'll be a great addition to Six Flags Over Texas. And we'll definitely add another water ride and roller coaster. I know they're running out of space a little bit, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes against the public. I know this ride has been rumored before. I've heard it at least 2 times before, where people have said that it's gonna be a power splash, and I think this confirms it. So like, I definitely think it's gonna be a very solid addition to the park. It's definitely gonna add to the lineup, and I think it's gonna be pretty nice. And that pretty much completes everything. That's everything I want to talk about for this Six Flags Over Texas update, I guess you could call it. I don't know. But yeah, this is my first time trying to do one of these videos. I'm gonna try to do more. I would love to hear feedback. What do you think I should change? What should I do better? What do you guys like about this video? Anything. I would definitely like some feedback so I could figure out what I could do better and continue making more of these videos. Especially, I'm gonna try to update my YouTube channel and make it strict to racing, and I guess amusement parks would be the better word. More specifically roller coasters, but yes. And so I definitely love some feedback. I want to try to change it up and improve my channel, so let me know. And yeah, that's it. So this is Corey Hansen, or Batman 55, signing out.